Great day, guys, and welcome to Fleekqueensee Tarot. I am the gray hair goddess, and thank you so much for joining me. This reading is for, oh, please excuse me. This reading is for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I had some hiccups before starting your reading, and there's a lot of cards that fell out before I started your reading. This is your ex checkup. We're going to get if your ex will call you back again, why they're calling. We're also going to get your ex's feelings and their intentions, okay? So, hello, Sagittarius. I forgot to say hi. How y'all doing? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get your feelings. I'm sorry, your ex's feelings. We're going to get their feelings, intentions. We're also going to do some oracle cards here. So, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Now, before I get started, there is so much energy going on with you, Sagittarius, and your ex, okay? So I'm going to go through that previous energy with you before I even get started, okay? So here, I feel like some secrets came out with the High Priestess here could be the cause of why you guys broke up. There's a lot of secrets that were hidden and some things just spilled out, like spilled over and out, okay? I also feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, maybe your ex was working a whole lot, okay? They didn't have time for the relationship because they were putting in work just always working, putting in work. And then two, I definitely feel like with the Six of Swords here, your ex doesn't want to move on, okay? So if you were trying to break up with your ex, Sagittarius, they don't want to move on here, okay? Or it's either you or your ex that doesn't want to move on. We haven't even done the reading yet. Okay, and these are just some cards that fell out, okay? So I definitely have the Ace of Wands here. I definitely feel like maybe you guys may not be as intimate as you want to be, okay? Sagittarius, I feel like that's another reason why it could be that you that person is an ex, that you all are separated. The Two of Cups here, you definitely have disagreements, and you could be dealing with a water sign, fire sign, and earth sign here is what I'm seeing. I'm also seeing an air sign that doesn't want to move on from you, Sagittarius. Okay, so here, but we do have the Two of Cups. I feel like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they are upset or mad with, some type of way. Scorpio. Sagittarius, they might be upset, okay? So here with the oracle cards, and I'm going to do these now. I was going to wait, but I'll be forgetting. So it says, you speak to me through music. So I definitely feel like one of you is listening to songs, and, it kind of just reminds you of your ex. Okay, so their energy will probably move towards you if you're, putting a lot of energy into your ex. I knew exactly what I was doing. So this says that maybe your ex knew certain things that that they were doing, and they knew, exactly where they was going. They knew, whatever it was, they knew, they were aware of their feelings, and they were aware of what was happening, okay? Here it says, I want to feel that way again. Okay, so this could be either you or your ex trying to feel that way. This is an ex reading. So I'm going to get right down to your reading. And we're going to find out, excuse me, exactly what's happening here. Okay, so let me just grab the cards and we can go ahead and get started here. I'm just going to shuffle these cards up really, really good. Okay. See, I can't even see. Sagittarius, y'all ain't going to let me even do the reading before cards come out. Okay, your ex definitely feels like they're left out in the cold, Sagittarius. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, you definitely are dealing with a earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I feel like... I really feel like, Sagittarius, you may have just left your ex out in the cold to, fend for themselves. And maybe that's what they're feeling. They're feeling like, look, I was left out in the cold to fend for myself. And they, with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, they want to walk away from this situation. So Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a water sign, they kind of want to walk away from this situation because they were left out in the cold. Okay? So, or Sagittarius, you can think of it either way. Maybe you were left out in the cold and you are ready to walk away, or you don't want them to call you, or you don't want them to, you don't want to be bothered because of that situation. But for the rest of you, okay, this is the card if they will call you back, for those of you that want your ex to call back. And this is the card why they're calling. This is the card for their feelings, and this is the card for their intentions, what they intend to do to you, or what they intend what intentions they have for you. Okay, so let's look at if they will call. Now this is the Ten of Swords. It really does not look like your ex is going to call you back, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with the air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, with the Ten of Swords here. They feel like they were stabbed in the back, so they don't want to call you back, okay? They feel like a lot of things have happened, and they are just not, they are dead. They felt like things came to a sharp end, that they were stabbed in the back. So it's probably that they won't call, okay? But then you have the Two of Wands here. They were trying to, this is why they were they're not calling. They're not calling because they need to try to find their direction, okay? I feel like they got a lot of, maybe one or two choices that they want to do, and they're trying to figure out which choice, which direction that they will go in, okay? So here are their feelings. Okay, and they feel like they have a lot of choices, matter of fact. Okay, so they are definitely feeling like they have some choices on the back burner, and this is something that that they have, they got plenty of choices. So that's the way they feel at this time. And this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, your ex could feel, if you've dealt with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, that ex feels like they have a lot of choices here. Okay, and then here with the Page of Pentacles, okay, it looks like they're trying to hold on to something. We don't know what that is, but it definitely looks like they may be trying to hold on to something. Okay, and it could be that they're holding on to some feelings, or they're holding on to something from you. Okay. So Sagittarius, this may not be over as you think it is from what I see. We're going to do some clarifying and see what's happening here. Okay, so let's just look at this Ten of Swords. Why the Ten of Swords is here. Clarify Ten of Swords. Okay, so we got two cards that popped out. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So I definitely feel like if at first maybe your ex felt like they were stabbed in the back, and it's a possibility that they're going to come out of that, that feeling like things have really ended and all of that. And it's a possibility that they may call you back. But initially, I don't think that, I'm saying that they probably won't. But after they feel better, you might get a phone call from your ex. Way after they feel better, okay? And then, but then too, I feel like they don't want to take a risk. So I really feel like they're going back and forth. But my initial thing is they won't call back. I feel like they will feel better, but they don't want to take any risk. Okay, this is the Fool card in reverse. You could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Also Sagittarius with your own sign. You could be dealing with some air signs here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So this is definitely saying they probably won't call, and because they don't want to take the risk. They may feel better about it, but they're not going to risk anything. Okay, and they're not going to start anything new. Okay, so that's what they're saying initially. Let's just see why they're not calling. It's the Two of Wands here. Clarify the Two of Wands. Clarify Two of Wands, please. Let's see. I think you had an in the deck. Yeah. Okay. So they're not calling because it's a possibility they may be reconciling with someone else. Okay, it's that possibility. They're not, I feel like they're heeding a call somewhere else. If they're not gonna call you, if they're, at the time, that's why they're trying to figure out this two of wands, what direction they want to go. They want to resurrect something. It might be with you, Sagittarius, but they are definitely trying to figure out who they're gonna resurrect with. Okay. I feel like that's the problem that they're having here. Here's the Two of Cups. Now, their feelings may change, and they definitely, this is the reason why that they would call. So if they would call, maybe they would have a change of heart, okay, if they're talking to you. But I believe this Two of Cups could possibly be for someone else, Sagittarius, for your ex. If that's just a possibility. But it could be for you too. This Two of Cups. So, but we're gonna get this choices. Why he fit and that's why I said they have choices. This is the Seven of Cups here, okay, and there's a lot of cups here with a lot of things in it. So I feel like that's the reason why I say they may want to resurrect. But it could be, they're trying to decide. It might just be with somebody else. It might be, and then they might be trying to resurrect with you and somebody else at the same time. Okay. But I'm not sure because they feel like they don't want to risk it, risk calling you. Okay. So let's just clarify the Seven of Cups. Clarify Seven of Cups here, please. What's the Seven of Cups here? And this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Clarify Seven of Cups. Okay. Okay, so they feel like these are their feelings. They feel like maybe you don't care. Okay, Sagittarius. Like there's no real care here. And you could be dealing with the Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But I feel like this person your ex is saying, I'm just going to be single, because I didn't get the care that I needed. I didn't get the care that I needed from that Sagittarius. And I say that because this card came out. So they are definitely feeling like the end came and the end was there. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio, but they do feel like that was the end. Like, they have, they feel like they have choices, so they're not worried in this situation. It doesn't look like they're worried, Sagittarius. But they're holding on to something. Let's see what they're holding on to, Sagittarius. Okay, like I said, they kind of felt like they were left out in the cold, or maybe you could have, but they're walking away from this whole situation here. Okay, so clarify. Oh, there we go. Okay, and this is kind of confirmation, Sagittarius, that they won't be calling you. This is the Eight of Wands in reverse communication card. I'm not sure what they're holding on to right now, but it looks like they're going to hold on to their freedom. Okay, and I feel like maybe they're saying there was, there eventually is going to be a third party, in this situation. It's going to be a Three of Cups. It's going to be a third party. And eventually they will have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I really feel like they're going to hold on to their freedom. They're not going to communicate. They're not coming towards you. And they're just going to stay in their little party. Okay. So Sagittarius, your ex is, just may not be coming back here. That's a possibility, but, tarot cards say one thing and the oracle cards speak another language, okay? So let's just see what the oracle cards say. Let's just go ahead and see what the oracle cards say. Ooh, okay. So while I was shuffling, heart-to-heart conversations came out, okay? And I definitely feel like maybe this is what your ex wants to have, a heart-to-heart conversation. And maybe you want to have a heart-to-heart conversation, not necessarily your ex. Okay? Okay, here we go. So here we have pay attention to the red flags that fell on the floor. And I think that's exactly what is happening here. The ex is paying attention to the red flags. They're not, they want to make sure, um, they just feel like, you know what, there's some signs cautioning me to stay away. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's just find out what the oracle cards say. New love. I swear, you just can't make this stuff up. You cannot make it up. So Sagittarius, I feel like your ex has found a new love here, okay? A new love, and they are getting engaged, or they have, engaged in something here. So I feel like they definitely are moving in that direction. And I feel like their feelings, what they're saying with you is that it was a trust issue, that it definitely was a trust issue here. And here, keep an open mind, okay? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, okay? Now, Sagittarius, I feel like that is exactly what, they are saying. They're saying that, you know what? It's a possibility that I have a new love. I'm doing my own thing, and my feelings are with you. There was some trust issues. I really couldn't trust you, Sagittarius. I feel like you didn't care, so I was ready to go towards the end here. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. But this keep an open mind. I feel like maybe they are saying, they're trying to keep you on the hook with this keep an open mind. Let's see what these other oracle cards are saying, okay? So, but definitely, I feel like somebody, it has to pay attention to the red flags, and heart-to-heart conversations has to happen. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any communication here, though. It's not going to be any type of communication. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, Sagittarius, I really apologize that we got interrupted. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started on the other oracle cards, because we were talking about keeping an open mind and things of that nature, but it's only a little bit left on your on your video. So I'm just gonna do these last oracle cards. Okay, so we got I love you unconditionally. Wow. Okay, so I feel like with this, now this is a new love, and I feel like it's right on top of new love. Like I said, they won't be contacting you, but they love you unconditionally here. I do feel like they just have a resolve with themselves. Sagittarius, your ex has finally resolved everything, and they just, they don't want anything from you, but they love you unconditionally. They'll always feel like they're, unconditionally, they got love for you. Okay, and then it says, I replay our conversations over and over. Okay, so that could definitely be that they're replaying what is, some of the things that was said in the relationship, some of the things that's happening, between you all. I definitely feel like it's, they still think about, the arguments that you had. They still think about all the things that happened, because here you have, I wish I had treated you better. Okay, so definitely they still feel like, after some time has passed between you and your ex Sagittarius, they feel like they could have done things a little bit better. They could have did it in a different way. you know, that's how they feel. They feel like, man, this whole thing could have went in a whole nother direction had A, B, and C, and D not happened. Okay? So I definitely feel like that is what was happening. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So I do feel like, you know, maybe that they feel like you were in pain and they were just there to help you through that pain. Like they were just a distraction. That's kind of how that what they're saying is how they felt. Okay. So, Sagittarius, that's going to do it for me. That's your X checkup reading. And I shall see you on the next video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And come back and watch Fleekqueensee Tarot. Once again, I thank you so much for joining me and have a good day.